Well, again I say welcome to another episode of John Sports Corner. Let me tell you something. It might be cold in New York. It might be colder in Atlanta, which is supposed to be hot Atlanta. But I'm going to tell you this. When it comes to John Sports Corner, we hot. So over to John Sports Corner.
Thank you so much, Trevor. Once again, a very good afternoon to our listeners, our viewers out there. Welcome to Quick Hits on John Sports Corner on the SosoBone Media Network, the Global Caribbean Media Capital. West Indies senior men's cricket team was defeated 2-1 in their 3-game one-day international series against Bangladesh recently. Bad enough they were defeated in the series, but what I didn't like was the apparent defeatist attitude of our team leaders in post-game interviews. Talking about the pitch being adaptable to spin, that our batsmen were apparently unable to negotiate. But if the pitches were adaptable to spin bowling, and except for game 2, where our spinners were used in all 50 overs, how come our spinners didn't bother the Bangladeshi batsmen? Or is it that once you say spin bowling, our batsmen forget how to bat? Thanks for visiting Quick Hits on John's Sports Corner. And once again, thank you so much, Trevor. Good afternoon, family and friends, locked into John's Sports Corner. Welcome again to the month of Dan. I guess this is the last Wednesday in the month of Dan. We're going to the month of God when we come back next week. But thank you again and for visiting and staying with our global weekly update on the SosoBone Media Network, the Global Caribbean Media Capital. Let me remind you to go to the Winner Circle Radio store in the SosoBone shop and shop until you drop. You know, it's time now to start shopping for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, you know, so go to the shop, see what's there, and if at least come away with a package of the great Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee. Let's talk sports. As usual, start with birthdays. And yesterday, Lenny Wilkins, former NBA player and coach, celebrated a birthday. Tomorrow, Maradona, the Argentine great of yesteryear, would have celebrated a birthday. Jamaica and West Indies great fast bowler Courtney Walsh celebrates a birthday tomorrow. Ronald Levy, Olympic medalist, celebrates tomorrow. So too Stern John, 2006 Trinidad and Tobago World Cup star. Hal Brown, former Jamaica international and coach, celebrates a birthday. Also Zeta James of St. Lucia and West Indies women cricketer. On Friday, Warren Weir, Olympic and world champion medalist, celebrates a birthday. So too Ricardo Fuller, former reggae boy. Then on Monday, Kimberly Williams, triple jump indoor world champion medalist, celebrates. And on Tuesday, Jura Levy, a world champion medalist, celebrates a birthday. Cricket, lovely cricket. West Indies open with a 16-run win over Bangladesh in the first of 3 2020s in Chattogram. West Indies, Shea Hope scored 46. Robman Powell got 44. Not out. Ali Kathanes, 34. Brandon King, 33. Taskin Ahmed, 2 for 36 from 4 overs. And Bangladesh, 149. in 19.4 overs has been Hassam Saqib, 33, Tawhid Hidroy, 28, Jason Holder, 3 for 31 from 4 overs, and Jaden Seals, 3 for 32 from 4 overs, Akil Hussain, 2 for 22 from his 4 overs, and player of the match, Rahman Powell, for that big innings of 44 44, not out. Meanwhile, earlier today, West Indies won game 2 by 14 runs. West Indies 149 for 9 from 20 overs. And I thought 149, they might have been a little short. However, Shea Hope got 55. Ali Katanes got 52. Mustafizur Ahmed, 3 for 21 from 4 overs. Nasum Ahmed, 2 for 35 from 4 overs. And Rashid Hussain, 2 for 20 from 3 overs. Bangladesh, 135 for 8 from 20 overs. Tanzid Hassan, 61. Litan Das, 23. Romario Shepherd, 3 for 29 from 4 overs. Akil Hussain, 3 for 22 from 4 overs. Jason Holder, 2 for 20 from 4 overs. Player of the match, Romario Shepherd. So West Indies sealed the series by 2 games to zip now, with game 3 coming up on Friday, and hopefully they win game 3 to sweep the series. The opening 2020 between Australia and India at Canberra ended in a no result. When Mother Nature brought a premature end to the game, India were 97 for 1 from 9.4 overs. Shubman Gill was 37 not out. Surya Kumar Yadav was on 39 not out. Game 2 at Melbourne on Friday. At Harare, Afghanistan by 53 runs over Zimbabwe in game 1 of their 3-game series. Afghanistan 180 for 6 from 20 overs. Ibrahim Zadran 52, Ramadullah Gurbaz 39, Sikandar Raza 3 for 20 from 4 overs. Blessing Muzarabani 2 for 41 from 4 overs. Zimbabwe 127 from 16.1 overs. Taidutenda Maposa 32, Brian Bennett 24, Brad Evans 24, Mujib Rahman 4 for 20 from 3 overs. Azmatullah Omarzai 3 for 29 from 4 overs, and Adola Amanzai 2 for 20 from 2.1 overs.
Yes.
Jamaica Cricket Association, meanwhile, named a 14-man Jamaica Scorpion squad for the upcoming Super 50 Cup scheduled for November 19 through the 29th in Trinidad and Tobago. The squad is Jermaine Blackwood, Marquino Minley, Pete Salmon, Kirk McKenzie, Jordan Johnson, Abijay Mansingh, Carlos Brown, Javel Glenn, Romaine Morris, Brad Evans, O.J. Shields, Jevor Royal, Tamarai Redwood, and Kari Campbell. Absent from the squad is regular captain John Campbell, who will be in New Zealand on West Indies duty. West Indies women, again in an 8-week training camp in Antigua, getting ready for a grinding tours ahead. The camp is geared toward the upcoming ICC Women's Cricket World Cup in England. Ahead of the women, again, are tours to Sri Lanka, Australia, Ireland, Pakistan, and Zimbabwe.
Okay.
India batsman Shreyas Iyer is in a Sydney hospital recovering from a laceration of the spleen. he sustained the injury to his left lower rib cage region while fielding during the third one-day international against Australia.
Question, Mr. John. Did they allow a substitution after he sprained his spleen?
Well, in terms of batting?
In terms of substitution, yeah.
Well, yeah, substitution came on the field, but the substitution wasn't required to bat, as India won the game by 9 wickets.
Okay.
Yeah, India they defeated Australia by 9 wickets in that third game. When Australia scored 236 in 46.4 overs. Matt Renshaw got 56, Mitchell Stark 41, Matthew Short 30, Harshit Rana 4 for 39 from 8.4 overs. Washington Sundar 2 for 44 from 10. India 237 for 1 from 38.3 overs. Rohit Sharma, a big 121 not out. Virat Kohli, 74 not out. And Josh Hazelwood was the lone wicket taker, 1 for 23 from 6 overs. Player of the match and player of the series, Rohit Sharma. And now it's on to the first of 5 2020s at Canberra. Cricket West Indies on the 19th to host England on the 19th in a 7-match youth series scheduled for Grenada's National Stadium November 16th to December 1st. This series comes on the heels of a West Indies on the 19th hard-fought win over Sri Lanka on the 19th last month in Antigua and Barbuda.
Okay.
All the games will be played at the Grenada National Stadium with Game 1 scheduled for November 16th.
Okay.
Women's Cricket World Cup semi-final 1. South Africa women by 125 runs over England women at Guwahati. And England women are crying, Trevor, and the whole of England. Anyway, South Africa, 300 and South Africa 319 for 7 from their 50 overs. Laura Woolvart, 169. Tasmin Bridge, 45. Malizan Cap, 4 for 42. Sophie Eccleston, 4 for 44 from 10 overs. Lauren Bell, 2 for 55 from 10. England,
my grandfather would call it a good donkey whipping, John.
Well, England women, 194 from 42.3 overs. Alice Capsey, 50. Danny Wyatt Hodge, 34. Marizan Cap, 5 for 20 from her 7 overs. And Nadine de Klerk, 2 for 24 from 5.3. Player of the match, of course, Laura Woolvard. Jamaica's Jacqueline Williams was one of the standing umpires for this game.
Okay.
Semi-final 2 tomorrow at the Navi Mumbai Stadium, or rather at Navi Mumbai at the DR Patil Stadium. And that game, of course, will be between, India. India expected to win, Trevor, and New Zealand.
well, John, as I said, India is eating lobster and steak while everybody else is eating fish bones and chicken back.
Well, on that note, let's go to a break. And when we come back, we have lots more. Welcome back to John's Sports Corner on the SosoBone Media Network, the global Caribbean media capital. Let's continue with more cricket. Fit again, South Africa Test captain Bavuma has rejoined the team for the second series for the 2-test series, against India starting next month. And it's Temba Bavuma that is the captain. He was out with a hamstring problem and didn't make the tour with the team last month or earlier this month.
Okay.
But and that was not a hamstring, it was a calf injury on that Pakistan tour.
Waiting a second.
South Africa won the second test, of course, in the
Hold on, John.
Pakistan tour and drew the series 1-1.
Hold on. You're talking in one moment. You're talking about ham, which is from the pig, and calf, which is from the cow. Will you make up your mind?
Well, it's a calf. It's not a string. Anyway, the South Africa squad is Temba Bavuma captain, Corbin Bosch, Tony De Zorzi, Zubar Hamza, Simon Harmer, Marco Jansen, Keshav Mirage, Aiden Markham, Wayan Mulder, Senuran Muthasamy, Kajiz Rabada, Ryan Rickleton, Tristan Stubbs, and Kyle Vereen. The first test scheduled for November 14th at Eden Gardens in Kolkata. The second test at ACA Stadium in Guwahati, November 22nd. Former England fast bowler James Anderson is now Sir James Anderson after receiving his knighthood for services to cricket from Princess Anne during a ceremony at Windsor Castle.
Okay.
The curtain came down on Anderson's career in 2024 at the Lord's Cricket Ground after 188 test matches, and he finished with 704 test wickets, the most ever taken by a fast bowler.
Wow.
Only spinners, Mutaya Muralitharan 800 and Shane Warne 708, have more test wickets than James Anderson.
Okay.
Track and field coming up Sunday, or should I say, off track. Not track and field, off track. Coming up Sunday, the New York City Marathon, and the defending champions are back to defend. Abdi Najiye of the Netherlands on the men's side, and Kenya's Sheila Chepkiru on the women's side. This year's men's field includes 4 men who have gone sub 2 hours, 4 minutes. Benson Kipruto of Kenya, 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 minutes, 0.16 seconds. Ethiopia's Deresa Galeta, 2 hours, 2 minutes, 0.38 seconds. Kenya's Evan Chebet, 2 hours, 3 minutes flat. And Kenya's Alexander Mutiso, 2 hours, 3 minutes, 0.11 seconds. On the women's side, 3 women have gone sub 2 hours, 18 minutes. And they are Kenya's Sharon Lokedi, 2 hours, 17 minutes, 0.22 seconds. Sheila Chepkirui, 2 hours, 14.29 seconds. And Helen Obiri, 2 hours, 17.41 seconds.
Okay.
And of course, all 3 women are from India.
Oh, yeah.
Also entered on the women's side is Sifan Hassan of the Netherlands. Now, Hassan has a remarkable record on the track. And last year, after placing 3rd in the Paris Olympic Games over 5,000 meters and 10,000 meters, she showed up for the marathon and won gold.
Okay.
So, and she won the gold in 2 hours, 22.58 seconds.
Okay.
Remarkable. So she won 2 bronze medals at the Olympics in Paris and closed it with a gold medal over the longest distance ever.
Well, I guess she's a long distance runner, John.
I don't know what she eats, Trevor, and I know it's not yellow yam.
Well, let me let me celebrate your marathon.
Moving along in football, the second annual Jamaica Football Past Players Awards function banquet scheduled for last Saturday at the Grand Excelsior Hotel. Formerly, Morgan's Harbour was postponed because of
No
Hurricane
play.
Melissa.
Oh, you need play, rain, no play.
Yeah, as soon as we have a new date, I'll pass it on. And because of injury, Jamaica Reggae Girlz were without several key players for last night's friendly against Trinidad and Tobago Warriors at the Ato Bowling Stadium. Ace goalkeeper Rebecca Spencer, Atlanta Primus, Vian Salmon, and Shania Hayes rather, they were replaced by Mia Mitchell, Lola Nesbeth, Serena Menza, and Risha Walker. The Reggae Girlz defeated Trinidad and Tobago Warriors 4-1 in last night's game, and the goals coming from Jody Brown 2, Natasha Thomas, and Tiana Harris, while for Trinidad and Tobago, the goal was scored by Nikita Gozine. As a matter of fact, the scores were tied at 1-1 going into the half. Both teams prepping for the CONCACAF Women's World Cup qualifiers. And for the qualifiers, Jamaica drawn in Group B with Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Guyana, and Nicaragua, while Trinidad and Tobago is drawn in Group F with Barbados, El Salvador, and Honduras.
Okay.
With the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers set to resume next month, let's look at the teams that have qualified so far for the World Cup next year, 2026. And again, automatic qualifiers, Canada, Mexico, and the US as host countries. Then there are Japan, New Zealand, Iran, Argentina, not Antigua, Argentina, Uzbekistan qualifying for the first time, Korea Republic, Jordan also qualifying for the first time, Australia, Ecuador, Ghana, Brazil, Uruguay, Paraguay, Colombia, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Algeria, Ghana, Cape Verde, qualifying for the first time, South Africa, Qatar, England, Senegal, Cote d'Ivoire, which of course it was Ivory Coast, and Saudi Arabia.
I was hoping to hear Jamaica, John.
Hopefully, they qualify at the end of the CONCACAF qualifiers next month.
Okay. So there
because
is
they will be going. They go to Trinidad for the away game, and then they come home to play Curacao in the home game.
Okay.
And of course, Curacao defeated them when they went to Curacao. So hopefully they can turn the tables on Curacao when they come to the office.
Come to the office. Okay.
And with the 2026, well, we talked about let's talk Jamaica Premier League scores. No Jamaica Premier League games last weekend. Hurricane Melissa forced a postponement of all the games.
Rain, no play.
Rain, no play. That great essay. And this weekend schedule, Mount Pleasant scheduled to play Tivoli Gardens, Mullines United against Cavalier, Police against Arnett Gardens, Chapelton Maroons against Racing United, Waterhouse against Portmore, Montego Bay United takes on Harborview, Treasure Beach against Dunbeholden. And if any games are at all played, it will be interesting to see if the Treasure Beach and Montego Bay United games are played with the impact of Melissa in those areas. As far again as the goal scoring table is concerned, Jordan Fletcher with 5 goals for Montego Bay United, along with Dwight Lincoln Merrick, also of Montego Bay United with 5 goals, while Christopher Joel Ainsworth of Cavalier, 4 goals. Those 3 at the top of the goal scoring table so far. 2025 CONCACAF Caribbean Cup Tournament, the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup semi-final between Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force and Mount Pleasant of Jamaica, scheduled for the Jamaica National Stadium tomorrow, has been postponed.
Rain, no play.
And rescheduled for November 5th because of Hurricane Melissa.
Melissa is a real troublemaker, you know, John.
And she couldn't find a guy in Jamaica, you trouble.
She gone to Cuba.
Melissa going to play. I hope she can speak Spanish. You know. Anyway, Trevor, the Cibao Football Club and 1M Football Club semi-final one, that will be played at the Felix Sanchez Stadium tomorrow, and the return game November 6th at Cibao Stadium. ISA has halted all high school sports because of Hurricane Melissa. And that includes football, netball, basketball, heading the list. And as soon as a resumption is available, again, I'll pass on those resumption dates to you.
Okay.
English Premiership leads 2-1 over West Ham over the weekend. Sunderland 2-1 over Chelsea. Newcastle 2-1 over Fulham. Manchester United win again, 4-2 over Brighton.
What can go so?
You know? I mean, I was kind of nervous in that game, you know, Trevor, because Manchester United went up 3-0. And I think in the 60-something minute, he took off, oh Lord, what's the midfielder's name again? From Brazil. And from he took off the midfielder, the game, they seemed to have come under a lot of pressure from Brighton, and Brighton scored 2 goals, Trevor. 3-2. Before the deadly 4th goal was scored by Manchester United. Anyway, Brentford over Liverpool, the defending champions, 3-2. So Liverpool has lost, what, 4 in a row now, Trevor, or something like that?
Yes.
Bournemouth, 2-0 over Nottingham Forest. Arsenal, 1-0 over Crystal Palace. Aston Villa, by the same score, over Manchester City. That is the Bob Marley song, One Love.
Hold on. Man City lose and Man U win?
Yeah.
Yeah? They switch teams, John?
You know? You know, it's been taking time for the new coach to mold a decent team in Manchester United once more, but hopefully they're seeing the results of his work. And of course, you know, I think there was Burnley 3-2 over Wolverhampton Wanderers, and Tottenham 3-0 over Everton.
Okay.
La Liga, Real Madrid 2-1 over Barcelona in El Clasico.
Oh boy.
Barcelona goalkeeper saved an Mbappe penalty.
Oh my.
And on that note, let's go to another break. But when we come back, we will have lots more to cover. We'll be right back. Welcome back to John Sports Corner on the SosoBone Media Network, the global Caribbean media capital. And let's start with netball. Again, the Jamaica Sunshine Girls to renew their rivalry against the England Roses in the Vitality Series in December. the first two games in Jamaica, December 6th and 7th at the National Indoor Sports Center.
Wow.
While the next two, December 13th and 14th, at the Copperbox Arena in London. Jamaica will go into the series without some of their stars. Captain Janelle Fowler-Nemhard, Romelda Aiken-George, Shimona Nelson, and Latanya Wilson made themselves unavailable.
Whoa.
Shamira Sterling recently gave birth,
Uh-huh.
while Jody Ann Ward recently had surgery.
Oh, boy.
The series against the England Roses will go a long way in the Sunshine Girls' preparation for next year's Commonwealth Games in Scotland.
Oh, boy. Scotland.
I think why these young ladies have made themselves unavailable in Trevor. For instance, the captain, Janelle Fowler. Remember last year, she didn't start the season. She missed, I think, the first two games in the Sunshine Core League because she was pregnant and she lost the baby.
Okay.
Yes. So I am wondering if now, and being a little older, she's in her 30s now, she may want more rest time between season ending in the Suncore League and season starting this next year.
True.
So,
and they might be trying to bring along some younger players, and it was a mutual agreed statement that she's just
yes, it gives a chance for some of the younger players, maybe some of the younger ones who were in Gibraltar with the under 20 just concluded the World Championship. And the president, Miss Karen Rosenbaum, she has still promising me for us to get the coach of the under 20 team.
Yes.
But there no confirmation yet. But hopefully we can get Miss Daly on with us at some point, just to talk about that that World Cup and the development of our younger players.
Well, you better call Karen until her time come.
Yes, yeah. Moving along in the Trinidad and Tobago Secondary Schools Football League Premier Division, St. Anthony College 3-2 over Naparima College. Fatima College 11 goals to zip over Karapichaima East Secondary. St. Benedict's College 3-1 over Malik Secondary. Presentation College 8-zip over St. Augustine Secondary. St. Mary's College 2-1 over San Juan North Secondary. Trinity College Mota 3-2 over Arima North Secondary. Signal Hill Secondary 4-1 over Scarborough Secondary. Trinity East and Queen's Royal College in a 2-2 stalemate. And results from St. Lucia's Semi-Pro Football League. La Claire returned to action for the first time in 3 weeks after the death of talented youngster Ajani Hippolyte, and defeated South Castries 4-1 to maintain the pole position in the league. Canaries 2-1 over Central Castries. Dennery bumped Choiseul 4-1, while Soul Ferrier 1-0 over Mabuya Valley.
Okay.
At an emergency board meeting, Alessandro Morris was elected the new president of the Cayman Islands Cricket Board. Morris represented the Cayman Islands in the ICC World Cup qualifier in Canada earlier this year. The former vice president takes over the position previously held by Courtney Miles, who was elected back in 2021. Other members of the executive include Vice President Ricardo Roach, Treasurer Majin Paul, Secretary Jalen Linton, and directors Bruce Jalim, Cedric Gidarising, Andrew Ledger, Jerry Ann Foster, and Rakesh Baksani.
Hey.
Touch on a little horse racing, as Jamaican jockey Shane Ellis recently conferred with the Badge of Honor for meritorious service to horse racing on National Heroes Day earlier last month, is beginning to have thoughts of retiring.
Okay.
With 1,372 wins to his name,
Ooh.
Ellis sits third on the all-time list of riders based on victories. The one big race he hasn't won yet is the Mountain Mile. But at 52, Father Time may be against him.
Yeah, but the horse is not 52, John.
Yeah, true. And moving along into today's cricket history, today we look at the career of Kumar Sangakkara, the great Sri Lankan batsman. Sangakkara scored 12,400 test runs from 134 test matches.
Okay.
At an average of 57.40. He also amassed 38 test centuries with a top score of 319.
Wow.
While he had a top score of 319, his mammoth 624-run third wicket partnership against South Africa with Mahela Jayawardene, in which he contributed 287, remains a landmark moment in his test career. His appetite for big runs was evident from the fact that among his top score along with his top score of 319, he scored 10 double centuries. And that's where I draw stumps on John Sports Corner this Wednesday afternoon on the SosoBone Media Network. Again, thanks for joining us, and tell a friend that we span the sports globe. Remember to go to the Winner Circle store in the SosoBone shop and pick up available merchandise of your choice, as well as the great Jamaica Blue Mountain Coffee. Be safe, family. Enjoy the rest of the week, and of course, enjoy the New York City Marathon on Sunday morning. And as I like to say, vaya con Dios.